Are you tired of waking up with painful leg cramps that make your nights unbearable? You're not alone. Many people in their 50s, 60s, and beyond often find themselves jolted awake by a sudden sharp pain in the calf or foot muscles, tightening so hard they feel like knots beneath the skin. It's not just a nuisance, it can steal sleep-drain energy and make us fearful of bedtime. But here's a gentle truth. We can improve this if we understand how. You see, the foods we choose every day have a powerful effect on how our muscles work, especially as we grow older. In this video, we'll explore 3 simple, nourishing foods that have helped thousands of our uncles, aunties, and neighbors reduce leg cramps, strengthen their muscles, and move more freely without relying on harsh medications. These aren't trendy superfoods. They're familiar, affordable, and right in your kitchen. Let's begin our journey with something as humble as an egg. Segment 1, the power of eggs. Let's take a moment to appreciate the egg. It's easy to overlook. We've seen them all our lives, fried at breakfast, boiled for lunch, scrambled for grandkids. But within that soft, unassuming shell is a remarkable gift for anyone hoping to soothe tight muscles and prevent nighttime leg cramps. As we age, our muscles tend to lose their strength and elasticity. It's a natural part of life, something doctors call sarcopenia. This muscle loss doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in gradually, making it harder to climb stairs, stand from a chair, or carry groceries. But it also makes our muscles more likely to spasm and cramp, especially when we're low on certain nutrients. That's where the egg becomes more than breakfast. It becomes medicine. One of the biggest reasons eggs are so powerful is because they are a complete protein. This means they carry all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies, especially our muscles, need to stay healthy and heal after daily wear and tear. A single large egg gives us about 6 grams of this high-quality protein. It might not sound like much, but it's densely packed and highly digestible, which matters for older adults with sensitive stomachs. Let me share a story about George, a 72-year-old former mailman from Wisconsin. George told me he was waking up nearly every night with searing cramps in his lower legs. He tried drinking more water, doing gentle stretches, even massaging his calves before bed. It helped a little, but the cramps came back. Then one day his daughter, a nurse, suggested adding 2 eggs a day to his diet. "Just try it." "Dad," she said, "let's rebuild those muscles from the inside." Within 3 weeks, George noticed a real difference. He still stretched, he still hydrated, but the sharp cramps that had once yanked him out of bed began to fade. Not magic, just protein. Gently supporting his tired muscles. But protein isn't the only gift inside an egg. There's also vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Many people at our age don't get enough sun exposure to make the vitamin D our bodies need. We're inside more. Our skin isn't as efficient as it once was. And yet, vitamin D is vital for absorbing calcium, keeping our bones strong, and making sure our muscles contract properly. Without enough of it, we feel weak. We're more prone to cramps, aches, and even falls. Egg yolks naturally contain small amounts of vitamin D. They're not the only source, but when combined with a little sunlight or a cup of fortified milk, they help us reach that healthy level we need for better muscle function. Now, let's not forget the nervous system. Every movement we make, every step, every stretch depends on smooth communication between our nerves and muscles. That's where another egg nutrient comes in, vitamin B12. This little powerhouse helps protect the insulation around our nerves, something called the myelin sheath. When our B12 runs low, those nerves don't fire as cleanly, signals get fuzzy, and muscles can cramp or twitch because they're not sure what they're being asked to do. Many older adults struggle with B12 deficiency and don't even know it. Our stomachs make less of the acid that helps absorb it. Some medications, like those for diabetes or reflux, can reduce B12 levels further. That's why eggs are such a gentle ally. They provide B12 in a natural, easily absorbed form. And when we eat them regularly, we protect not just our muscles, but the nerves that guide them. But of course, not everything is one size fits all. If you have high cholesterol, you may be wondering, can I really eat eggs every day? The good news is that recent research has shown moderate egg consumption, about 6 to 7 eggs per week, is generally safe for healthy older adults. The cholesterol in eggs doesn't raise blood levels as much as once believed. And if you're concerned, egg whites still offer excellent protein without the cholesterol. There are a few cases where caution is wise. People with kidney disease may need to limit protein overall. And if you're managing heart disease, it's always best to talk to your doctor about how eggs fit into your personal plan. But for many of us, choosing eggs over processed meats or sugary breakfasts is a deeply positive trade. And how do you get the most from an egg? Try pairing it with foods that support its benefits. A hard-boiled egg with a handful of spinach. A soft scramble beside a slice of whole grain toast and a cup of yogurt. These combinations don't just taste good. They balance nutrients in a way that supports strong, calm muscles and nourished nerves. So, the next time you crack open an egg, think of it as more than just a meal. Think of it as a quiet helper working behind the scenes to restore balance, rebuild tissue, and bring peace to those restless nights. Now that we've cracked the benefits of eggs, let's peel into the next food, a favorite for many: bananas. Segment 2. Bananas for balance. Bananas are one of those comfort foods that many of us grew up with. Sweet soft, easy to peel, and always there on the kitchen counter. But as we age, bananas quietly take on a new role. They become not just a snack, but a source of balance, quite literally. Our muscles rely on delicate signals, tiny electric messages sent between our brain nerves and tissues. To keep those messages running smoothly, our bodies depend on something called electrolytes. One of the most important, potassium, helps muscles contract and relax properly. It allows nerves to fire with just the right timing. But when potassium levels drop, and they often do as we get older, things can go haywire. The muscles tense up, nerves misfire, and cramps strike often in the middle of the night when our reserves are lowest. A medium banana gives us about 420 milligrams of potassium. That's about 10 to 12% of what we need in a day from just one piece of fruit. For many older adults, especially those on low sodium or fluid-reducing diets, getting enough potassium can be a real challenge. Bananas offer a gentle, digestible way to top off those levels and keep the cramping at bay. I remember a woman named Linda, 68, retired school teacher, bright as sunshine, but worn down by nightly leg cramps that were robbing her of sleep. She'd tried hot baths, magnesium, sprays, even home remedies like soap under the sheets. One day her doctor suggested adding a banana before bed. It can't be that easy, she said. But within a week, she was sleeping better. It's like my legs don't fight me anymore. She laughed. Sometimes it really is that simple. But potassium isn't the only thing that makes bananas special. They also contain magnesium, another mineral that calms and relaxes muscles. While the magnesium content in a banana isn't as high as in nuts or seeds, it's still meaningful. And when combined with potassium, it creates a powerful cramp-fighting duo. Magnesium helps reduce the excitability of muscle cells. Without enough of it, even minor nerve signals can cause muscles to twitch or spasm. Many seniors don't get enough magnesium, especially if they eat processed foods or take certain medications. Adding a banana a day along with water and leafy greens can restore that balance gently without supplements. And then there's vitamin B6, often forgotten, but so important. It helps produce neurotransmitters, those chemicals that tell our muscles when to move and when to rest. A single banana gives you about 30% of the daily B6 requirement. That's a lot, packed into such a small fruit. Vitamin B6 also supports the production of red blood cells, which carry oxygen to our muscles. And when our muscles are well oxygenated, they recover faster. They don't tighten up as easily. They feel more at ease even at rest. But timing matters too. When should you eat a banana for the best effect? Many older adults find that eating one to 2 hours before bed, helps reduce nighttime leg cramps. Why? Because the potassium and magnesium levels gently rise in the bloodstream during that window, just as the body begins to shift into repair mode. Add a glass of water or a cup of coconut water, and the hydration support boosts the effect even further. Others find value in a banana after gentle exercise, like a walk gardening or Tai Chi. When muscles have worked a little, they crave replenishment. The banana steps in to restore electrolytes and soothe minor inflammation, helping recovery happen without tension or stiffness. Now, if you live with diabetes or pre-diabetes, You might be wondering about the sugar in bananas. That's a fair question. Bananas do contain natural sugars, which is why they taste so good, but they also contain fiber and nutrients. To keep blood sugar steady, consider pairing a banana with protein or healthy fats. For example, have half a banana with a few almonds, or slice it onto a spoon of peanut butter. This slows the release of sugar and adds even more cramp-fighting power. Like anything, moderation is key. For most seniors, one banana a day is a safe, effective way to support muscle and nerve health. For those with frequent cramps or who are very active, 2 bananas may be appropriate, but always in conversation with a doctor, especially if kidney or heart issues are involved. It's also helpful to remember that hydration plays a major role. No food, not even bananas, can do all the work if the body is dehydrated. Many leg cramps happen because we simply haven't had enough water during the day. The muscles dry out, the electrolytes become imbalanced, and they seize up pairing bananas with steady water. Intake 6 to 8 glasses per day completes the picture. So, the next time you reach for a snack, consider the banana. Not just for its taste, but for its calm, quiet strength. It's a gift from nature that reminds us healing doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's as easy as enjoying something we already love with intention. Bananas may be sweet, but now let's go. A little crunchy with nuts and seeds that pack a serious muscle punch. Segment 3. Nuts and seeds for muscle fuel. There's something comforting about a handful of nuts or seeds. The familiar crunch, the rich flavor, the feeling of fullness they give without heaviness. For many of us, they've always been around in trail mixes, in bowls at family gatherings, tucked in lunchboxes for our grandchildren. But these little powerhouses offer more than just snack time satisfaction. When it comes to preventing leg cramps, nuts and seeds may be one of the most overlooked remedies. As we grow older, our bodies become more sensitive to inflammation and poor circulation. 2 quiet culprits behind muscle cramps. The minerals that once flowed easily through our veins now need a bit more help. That's where these crunchy allies come in. Let's talk first about magnesium. It's one of the most essential minerals for muscle relaxation. It helps control how calcium interacts with muscle cells, ensuring that muscles can contract when they need to, and just as importantly, relax when the work is done. Without enough magnesium, our muscles stay tense, they overreact, they cramp. Sadly, many of us don't get enough magnesium through food alone. Soil depletion, food processing, and age-related absorption issues have all played a role. But just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds, for example, about 2 tablespoons, can give us nearly half the magnesium we need in a day. That's a big return from a small serving. Almonds and cashews follow close behind. They may not offer quite as much magnesium as pumpkin seeds, but they bring something else to the table: potassium. Yes, the same potassium that makes bananas such a muscle-saving food. Almonds provide around 200 milligrams per ounce. Cashews about 160, pistachios even more. This blend of magnesium and potassium makes nuts and seeds uniquely effective. They don't just calm the muscles, they also support the nerve signals that direct our movements. When those signals are stable and well supported, the chance of sudden spasms or cramps drops significantly. But there's more. Healthy fats, particularly omega-3s found in walnuts and flax seeds, help reduce inflammation in the muscles and joints. For seniors dealing with chronic pain, stiffness, or arthritis, these fats offer gentle, ongoing relief. They improve circulation, reduce oxidative stress, and give the muscles a softer, more nourished environment to recover. Let me share a moment from a conversation I had with Henry, a retired engineer in Colorado. Henry was active and upbeat, but often found himself getting cramps in his thighs after long walks, even when well hydrated. When we looked at his diet, it was rich in grains, fruits, and lean meats, but he'd cut out nuts years ago due to a fear of calories. Try reintroducing just a small amount, I said. A tablespoon of pumpkin seeds after lunch, a few walnuts with your breakfast. He gave it a go. Within a month, he noticed a change. The cramps weren't completely gone, but they were milder and less frequent. It's like my legs recover faster. Now, he told me, the soreness just doesn't linger the same way. That's the quiet work of minerals and fats doing their job. Now let's talk practicality. How much is enough? For most older adults, 1 ounce of nuts or seeds per day, that's about 20 almonds or 2 tablespoons of flax, or pumpkin seeds is plenty. You can sprinkle them on oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or eat them on their own as a mid-morning snack. Timing can make a difference too. If you get nighttime cramps, having your serving in the evening may help muscles stay relaxed overnight. If you tend to cramp after activity, enjoy them as part of your recovery meal. And remember, pairing nuts with water or other hydrating foods helps their minerals get absorbed more effectively. Of course, there are a few cautions worth noting. Nuts and seeds are calorie-dense, so portion control is key, especially if you're watching your weight. They're also high in fiber, which is a good thing for digestion, but can cause bloating if you're not used to them. Start slow. Let your body adjust. Salted or flavored nuts can also be tricky. Too much sodium can actually worsen dehydration and increase cramping risk. The solution: choose raw, dry, roasted, or lightly salted varieties and balance them with plenty of water throughout the day. And of course, if you have allergies, don't worry. You can still benefit from magnesium and potassium through other foods, leafy greens, avocados, beans. The idea is to give your body what it needs in a way that feels good and safe for you. One last tip: variety. Just as no single food holds all the answers, different nuts and seeds offer different profiles. Pumpkin seeds are great for magnesium, almonds and pistachios give potassium, walnuts bring omega-3s, flax seeds support circulation, mix and match to nourish different needs. In the end, nuts and seeds remind us of something important, that sometimes small, steady efforts like a handful here or a sprinkle there can lead to long-term comfort and strength. They're nature's way of saying, let's keep you grounded, nourished, and moving forward. With just a handful of these daily, your legs may finally find relief. So there you have it, 3 simple foods that can make a world of difference for your leg: health eggs, bananas, and a variety of nuts and seeds. Each one plays its own quiet, powerful role in keeping our muscles strong, our nerves steady, and those nighttime cramps at bay. Whether you choose to crack an egg at breakfast, enjoy a banana before bed, or sprinkle a few seeds over your salad, know that these small choices are doing something good. They're helping you move more freely, sleep more soundly, live with more ease. And the best part? You don't have to change your whole life. You just need to add a little care. One meal at a time. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with someone you love. Drop a comment, we read them all. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep learning and growing together. Stay strong, stay moving, and as always, stay well.